Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Cardio Strength Fusion. So what I have for you today is I'm going to take an exercise. I've got a music that gives us 1 minute of work, 30 seconds of rest, and that repeats 3 times in a block. So I'll give you an exercise. So for instance, it's squats. We'll do a minute of squats, and then for that 30-second break, I'm going to give you a balance pose. You have to hold it for 30 seconds, and then we go back into the squats. You'll do the balance pose then on the other side. You'll go back into the squats, and then the last 30 seconds is going to be a recovery. Grab a drink of water. I'll kind of give you information on the next exercise. So we've got several blocks that way to work both strength training and cardio. I have a couple of different sizes of hand weights, so make sure you choose the resistance that works best for you in each exercise that we do, which I'll explain ahead of time. So without further ado, let's get warmed up a little bit here. So clear your space, no weights right off the bat, just warming up the body. Start with some shoulder rolls, loosening everything up. Work. Nice range of motion. Now let's do one at a time. Take the right shoulder back and the left shoulder back. You can kind of rotate your body a little bit here too. And bring the elbow up a little higher. Feel a little stretch underneath the armpit, into the lats. And then take that full arm up and around behind you, a nice backstroke. Maybe you're side bending a little bit. One more each arm. And then take your feet, step side to side. Now I always put in that little disclaimer that you're going at your own pace, doing the exercises or modifications that work best for you. Now as you keep these legs going, take your right arm across your chest and give your shoulder a little stretch. Getting some blood flow to the muscles, lengthening them out. And then the left arm across, give it a little stretch. Work. Both hands behind your back to stretch the chest. Or hands can be right at your hips and just pull those elbows back. All right, release that. Take the feet wide and hold. You take squats down and up. Nice alignment. Weight is back in the heels. Now we'll add some arm raises above the head. Stretch it up. And of course, we're checking in just to see how everything's feeling today. Usual suspects: knees, hips, shoulders, lower back. All right, add a side bend. One arm comes over. Other side, over. Rest. Oh, one of my favorite stretches. Lateral flexion of the spine. One more each side. And just bring your hands down to your knees. Do a standing cat stretch. Round your spine up, tuck your tailbone. And a standing cow stretch. Lift your tailbone behind you, look forward. One more time, standing cat stretch. And standing cow stretch. Then a little twist to the right side. Look over that right shoulder. And a twist to the left side, nice and easy. One more time each side. Breathing. And to the left. And back to the center, come all the way up. Take your feet back in together. Step your right foot straight back. Stretch your calf. Breathe the arms in and up. Stretch. And exhale it down. Switch legs. Left heel pushes straight back, a little calf stretch. And inhale, stretch up. And exhale, bring it down. Good. March in place. Up your arms. Rest. Okay, we have 30 seconds to start here. Our first exercise will need hand weights that's appropriate for an overhead press. And then you don't have to do that overhead press. Of course, I'll give you options. Okay, so let's grab weights. So this exercise, what it's going to look like is a squat to an overhead press to a tricep extension behind you. Back into the squat. We have 1 minute, 3 rounds. So take your feet about hips distance apart, a little wider. Get ready to begin. Squat down, press up, tricep back. Work. Nice job. So if this above the head's not feeling good for you, you can do a squat and a bicep curl down. Still working the arms, but not above the head. Nice job. I like this combo. We get glutes, quads, shoulders, triceps, and core. So when this minute is finished, I want you to keep your weights and we are going to do a balance pose standing on the right foot for 30 seconds. I'm just waiting for that cue in my music. We should be close. Good job. If you need to rest sooner, you can do that. All right, that's my cue. Release your weights down. Stand on your right foot. Your option is to bend your elbows for a little isometric bicep. Good job, good job. Steady. At the end of this 30 seconds, we go back into that squat combo. There's my cue in the music. All right, here we go. Squat down and triceps. So your weights don't have to be really heavy because we are doing a total of 3 minutes of this exercise by the time we're finished. 3 rounds of 1 minute. So we are working endurance to create muscular overload, to develop that training effect in the muscles. Good job. You can leave any portion of that exercise out. Make sure you really own it. Make sure you're breathing. Usually when the weights go away from the floor, that's your exhalation. Almost finished with this minute. Then we have that balance pose standing on the left leg. Here we go. Stand on the left. Optional, bend your elbows. Steady isometric bicep curl. We have 1 more round coming up of the squat to overhead press. Get ready. There's my cue in the music. Woo, here we go, last round. Last minute. So when this minute is complete, we put the weights down, we grab a drink, we take a recovery, you can shake out the muscles, you can take a stretch, anything you want for the 30-second recovery. Nice. Ooh, this is going to give us quite a few repetitions. Maybe you need to set the weights down and keep going with those squats. Almost to the finish line here. All right, that's our signal. 30 seconds recovery. Set your weights off to the side. Hydrate. Shake out those arms a little bit. So our next exercise, there's no weights. It's a cardio. We've got 2 steps to the right and a knee up, so it looks like this. 1, 2, knee up. 1, 2, knee up. Step together, step, knee. All right, we're getting ready. You can start it nice and easy now. Getting ready for that signal in the music to go as hard as you would like for 1 minute. Get ready and go. Work. So sometimes I call this the Heisman run if you're running it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or you can go slow. Pump those arms, moving laterally. Good job. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, knee. If you've got just a little bit of space at home, you can keep it right in here. 3 marches and a knee up. Or really cover some ground. When this minute is complete, we've got a standing balance pose. It's called the starfish. Oh, I'm feeling this in my calves today. All right, there's my signal. Stand on your right foot, lift your arms up, lift your left leg up, and you're slightly leaning toward the right. This is the starfish. For a little bit more intensity, do some tiny pulses with this leg up and down to work that outer thigh. Waiting for that signal in the music. All right, that's it. We go 1, 2, 3, knee up. 60 seconds. You can keep it low impact or you can jog it a little bit. So this is interval training. We're stressing the musculoskeletal system, the cardiovascular system for 1 minute. And then we take that break for 30 seconds working on balance. So the heart rate's going to go up and slightly down and back up. Working the heart rate recovery. Good job. You're at your own intensity here. Waiting for that cue in the music for our starfish pose. Nice job. I feel the heart rate up. All right, that's my cue. Stand on your left leg. Lift your arms up. Right leg up. Slightly hinged side, starfish. If you want a little bit more, pulse this leg here. It will challenge your outer thigh strength as well as your balance even more. Waiting for that cue in the music, then we have 1 more minute of the Heisman run. All right, there it is. Step together, step, lift. Good job, good job. So this essentially gives us a 3-minute cardio block. You can bring it just to that zone 2 if you want to keep it easy, or you can blast it up, zone 3, maybe even zone 4 if you're going really hard. Nice job. We've got our 30-second recovery coming up. Keep pushing, keep pushing. We should be almost there. Woo! All right, that's my cue. Recover. Keep moving if you can. Try not to totally stop. Grab a drink, maybe take a stretch. If your calf needs a stretch, you can step back, press that heel to the floor. While you're recovering, I want to show you the next exercise. We're back with hand weights. We've got back stepping lunges with bicep curls. So maybe something a little heavier than what we did over the head. Okay, I'm grabbing my 8s for these. So your arms are by your side. We'll step back into the lunge, starting on the right foot. Do a bicep curl, and then step back in on the left. 1 minute, let's go. Good. So I want to give you another option with the weights. Curl and an upright row. Curl and an upright row. Just if you want to add that additional strength training in there. Or just stay with the biceps. You decide how low to go in those lunges. If lunges bother your knees, just step back and step in. You don't have to go down deep into your lunge. Nice job. Balance pose is coming up. All right, keep a hold of your weights. Stand on your right foot. Lift your left leg back behind you and hinge forward a little bit. This is a warrior 3. If you want to make this more challenging, pull your elbows up and hold this in position. So we've got some isometric work for the upper back. Almost there. All right, that's our cue. Alternate your lunges. Bicep curl, optional upright row. Good job. Now these aren't really rapid fire. They're nice and slow, controlled lunges. You don't want momentum to start taking over. Nice job. I still feel my heart rate up from that cardio block. Using a lot of big muscles here. Nice job. Stay with me, almost there. All right, there's our cue. Stand on your left foot. Weights are in front of you. Hinge forward, find your balance. Warrior 3. Option to pull your elbows up behind you. Hold. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Standing knee has a tiny bend in it. Waiting for that cue in the music. We have one more set of those lunges. All right, there it is. Step back and curl. Optional upright row. Good job. So those muscles might be getting fatigued. If you need to set your weights down and just do lunges, that's great. Or drop to a lighter workload. When we're finished here, we have a 30-second recovery. Oh, I'm feeling those arms now with these 8s. Good job, take it to the finish. Working up a sweat. All right, there is our signal. Weights are down. 30-second recovery. Shake everything out. If you need a stretch, take it. Okay, so our next one is cardio only. No weights. We have 3 alternating knees and a squat or a jumping jack for high intensity or higher impact. So it looks like this: 3, 2, 1, squat. Then start on the other side. 3, 2, 1, squat. Or 3, 2, 1, jack. 3. Here's your minute starting. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. You might want to try maybe 1 or 2 jumping jacks to give you bone building. Now, whatever you want to do with your arms is great. This is just kind of normal for me to bring my elbows across, but you don't have to. You can push them up. Good job. Keep alternating that lead side. You have to think about it. Mind and body working. That's our 1 minute. Okay, we have our balance pose. Stand on your right foot, find tree. A little bit more challenge, arms extend. A little bit more challenge, side bend toward the bent knee. Keep breathing through that balance pose. Okay, back to our cardio. 3 knees and a squat or jumping jack. So play with it a little bit. Make it fun. Make it suit your body. I like the rotation with this. Opposite elbow comes across. A little bit of work for the obliques. Good job. At your pace. Set that bar a little higher if you can. All right, there's our signal in the music. Stand on your left foot, tree pose. Option hands up. Option side bend toward the bent knee. Ooh, that makes it challenging for me. Getting ready. All right, there's our signal. 3 knees up and a jack or a squat. Now you know this is the last minute of these, so give it what you can. We've got a 30-second recovery coming up, so really push it. Nice job, nice job. Almost there. All right, take a 30-second rest, well deserved. You can check your heart rate here if you want. If you've got a Fitbit, take a look. Or you can take your rating of perceived exertion on a scale of 1 to 10. How do you feel? Okay, we go back to the weights. This one's going to be lighter workload. So I'm going to grab my 5s for this one. I'll demonstrate it while you're finishing your recovery. It's a side squat with an arm raise and a side squat with an arm raise. Option, you can side squat with an L raise. So one arm to the front, one arm to the side. All right, get ready. 1 minute, go. Side squat. Arms come up, no higher than your shoulder level. Elbows can be bent any amount. Option, one arm to the front, one arm to the side. Good. The one arm front and one arm side works our core a little bit more because the workload is out of balance. So we really have to focus on our abs. Nice job, nice job. It's 1 minute. Beautiful. If arms get tired, just do your squats. All right, there's our signal. So we have standing on the right foot, cross the ankle over or above the knee, sit into pigeon. You can tap that foot to the floor if you need to. So this is a combination of a balance and a little bit of a stretch. Arms are resting. Breathe. All right, that's our signal. Take it out into that side squat with arms. You can also do upright rows with this. It's a little bit more gentle on your shoulders. You can do a one arm front raise so that one arm is resting while the other one is working. Great option. Good job. Nice wide squat. Your toes are turned out a little bit. It's your wide second plie. Nice job, everybody. Waiting for that signal in the music. All right, there it is. Stand on your left leg. Either cross your foot over the ankle or above the knee and slightly sit. So we get a little strength in our standing leg on this one. You can tap your foot to the floor if you need here. Almost there. All right, come up. One more set on our side squats. Wow, I'm really busting out into a sweat. I forgot to bring my sweat towel in the room with me. Now remember, you can bend your elbows any amount for this, so you can shorten the lever. That makes the exercise easier. Or if your weights are really light, you want to go long lever to challenge the muscle. Good, this is our last minute with these. Almost there, almost there. Finish out strong. All right, 30 seconds recovery now. Weights are down. Shake out those arms a little bit. Next block is cardio only, but it is going to involve your arms a little bit because we have a jab. So our first minute, we're going to boxer shuffle and just jab the right arm. You can keep your feet on the ground and just move your body, or you can pick up your feet. So let's get ready. Your guard is up. Elbows are pulled in a little bit. Neck is long, soften your knees. Start your boxer shuffle. 1 minute on the right jab. Right, right, right. Work. So the retraction of the jab is just as important as the jab itself. So when you jab out, quickly retract your arm back in. That gives you nice arm work, both directions. Now if that arm gets tired, just do the boxer shuffle, shake out your arms a little bit, then come back in. Good job. This left arm, the guard stays up right next to your chin. Abs are really tight. Getting ready for our balance pose. Almost there. All right, that's our signal. So sit into a little squat. Shift your body weight over to your right foot and pick up your left. So this is a chair pose on one leg. So we're strengthening the muscles here as we're working on balance. You can tap your foot to the floor, but take most of the weight into your right leg. You're resting your arms from the jab. All right, come back up. Boxer shuffle, jab it left, left, left. Now you can make this pretty bouncy if you want that little bit of extra impact, or really stay grounded, keeping your feet both on the floor. Jab, retract, jab, retract. Right hand is up in guard position. When you do the boxer shuffle, if you're lifting your heels up off the floor, you get some nice calf work. Kind of doing that boxer shuffle on the balls of the feet. Let's finish this minute out strong. All right, that's our 1 minute. Come to a squat or chair pose. Shift your weight over into this left leg. Pick up your right. So this is kind of what we've been working on in our Tuesday class. That ability to stand up out of the chair on one leg. And this is a nice drill for that. So for our last minute, come up. We've got 3 jabs to the right. Hold. 3 jabs to the left. Ready? Right, right, right. Hold. Left. Now on the hold, you can do a squat. You can also do a jumping jack. So you choose what you want here for your body. Working those arms equally with the same force, the same strength, the same agility, the same power. All right, here's your last one. 30 seconds recovery. Shake everything out. Grab a drink, staying hydrated. We have heavier weights coming up next. We have alternating bent over rows to work the back muscles. I'm also going to add a pulsing movement. So while you're still resting, I'll demonstrate. So we are going to pull one arm back, 3, 2, 1. Then the other arm back, 3, 2, 1. So pick up the appropriate workload. I'm going for my 8s on these. Come into your bent over row position. So your knees are slightly bent. The weights are at your knees. Pull it up. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Little triple pulse. Now you can add some rotation. Twist. Make sure your knees aren't locked out. You have to have that bent knee position. Neutral spine, really working your core. Good, finishing out that minute. Almost there. Last one. Rest. And rest, stand up. Pilates or bar third position. Turn your toes out, bring your right foot a little bit more forward, and lift your heels up off the floor. Now, if you want to work your arms anyway, you certainly can. It's going to make it more challenging. Heels are up, legs are straight. All right, come on down. Back to our bent over row position. 3 pulses and switch. Add rotation if you want. Your legs are really still. You're grounded and rooted into the floor with your feet. The core is rock solid. Woo. Nice job. Try not to grip your weights really tight with your fingers. Loosen it up a little bit. All right, come on up. Rest. Pilates. Turn your toes out. Bring your left foot forward. Raise up on your toes. Then anything you want to do with your arms. You can leave them straight down. Good, you're right on the balls of your feet. Nice job, nice job. All right, one more set. 3 pulses on the arm. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Turn your head from side to side. You've got to work a little bit of neck mobility. Try to look up toward the ceiling on the side you're turning to. Woo! We've got our 30-second recovery coming up. Almost there, everybody. I'm feeling this in the obliques for sure. The upper back, back of the shoulder, and the biceps. All right, come on up. 30 seconds recovery. Set your weights down. So from here, we're going down to our mat. So I'm going to drag mine out. We've got a push-up segment. Our balance pose is going to be spinal balance from the hands and knees. So if you do not want to come down to the mat and do push-ups on the floor, you can do wall push-ups. Lean forward and press into the wall. And then when you do your balance pose, you're going to take opposite hand and foot off the wall. All right, otherwise, we're down onto the mat. 1 minute of push-ups, guys. Get ready and begin. So I want you to take your style of push-ups. From the knees, from the toes, from all fours. Elbows in, elbows wide. You choose that push-up that suits your body best. And wall push-ups are great. It's not cheating, so if you're on the wall, you're good. If you need a break, take it back to child's pose. Listening for that cue in the music, getting ready for spinal balance. Wow, I'm feeling those triceps. I'm not going very deep, and that's okay. You can make it small. All right, here's our rest. Come to all fours. Take your right hand forward, your left leg back. Hold 30 seconds. If your wrist is tender, you can come up onto your knuckles on that left hand. You can take it out to the diagonal. You can add elbow to knee. All right, time to go back into our push-ups. I'm going to show the wall option this time. Walk your feet back if you're on the wall, and do your push-ups right here. Now, if you're doing wall push-ups, you want your hands below the height of your shoulders. You don't want to be up here doing push-ups with your hands up too high. So bring them down. I'm up on my tippy toes with my feet back behind me. Again, if you need to take a break, take a child's pose. If you're on the wall and you need a break, do a little down dog. Let's finish that minute strong. These get really challenging. All right, spinal balance. So if you're on the floor, you're on all fours. If you're on the wall, take your left hand up, your right hand back. Hold 30 seconds. You can come out to the diagonal. So this is pretty cool to try on the wall. It actually works really nicely. Keep breathing. All right, there's our signal. Last minute of push-ups. I'm coming back down. So you can do some chaturanga push-ups where your hands are in close, your elbows come next to the side of your body. A little bit more effort in your triceps on these. You can come out into that W arms. Hands a little wider. Elbows go slightly out and to the back. Wow, I'm going to be feeling these on Christmas morning. Woo! Merry Christmas for your triceps. Almost there. Our recovery's coming up. Hang in there, guys. All right, that's it. Take a break. Maybe a child's pose is good. You can grab a drink of water. Okay, we are going to be coming over onto our back for our next round. We have some bicycles for core. And then for our balance, we're going to do a bridge pose on one foot. So come on down onto your back. So with our bicycle movement, level 1, your feet stay on the mat, and you just pick up a knee and go from side to side. Level 2, your knees are up off the floor and table, and you'll go side to side. So pick your level. Ready? 1 minute. Choose your speed. Oh, I'm really feeling my triceps just trying to hold my head up. Those push-ups were good. Plus, it's hard to do them toward the end of class. Would you agree? Yes, I heard you say that all the way from Minneapolis. If you need a break, relax. If you need to keep your head on the floor, just pick up one knee at a time and bring your elbow across. Almost there. Woo. Talk about core endurance. All right, relax. Put your feet on the floor pretty close together. Lift your hips up. Stay on your right leg, pick up your left. Your leg can be out low. It can be up high. It can be bent. What we're doing is balancing on that right leg. You can lift your hands off the mat. Breathe. Right hamstring and glute are working. All right, come on down. 1 minute of bicycles. Now you can always pick a different exercise if you want to do just regular crunches or anything you want here for core. Bicycles are nice because it works the rectus abdominis, that six pack. It works the obliques and also works the transverse abdominis. So it's a lot of layers of muscle fiber firing. Remember, if your head gets tired, you just bring one knee up and then the other. You can do that right here from tabletop position. This one's great as well. Like I'm really riding a bicycle. All right, feet on the mat, close together. Lift up into bridge. Keep your left foot on the floor. Pick up your right. Hold it at any level. Hands can be up off the floor for a little bit more balance. We've got 1 more minute of bicycles coming up. Woo! All right, come on down. Last minute of bicycles. One minute of these, then we have our 30-second recovery, and only one more block of work remaining. Woo! Nice job, everybody. Wow, really feeling it. Almost to that finish line. All right, relax, 30 seconds rest. Okay, so one more block of work. This is going to be done in a side lying position. So whenever you're ready, you can get there. Take your time. You can be up on your elbow here, nice and high, or you can bring your head down supported on your hand. So what we've got is 1 minute of outer thigh raises. You could grab a weight if you wanted, and you could put it on top of your leg to create a little bit of workload here if you want. Okay, we're getting ready for that 1 minute. So your bottom knee is bent about 90 degrees, and we lift that top leg up. Work. So what I want you to focus on is slightly turn your toes down to the floor so you can lead with this part of your hip. If we turn our toes up to the ceiling, we're leading with the hip flexor. We don't want to work that part. We want to work it right here. You can relax your head all the way down if you want. You can also bring this leg on a little angle forward. That is really intense. So when we finish this 1 minute, guys, we have a side plank. So you're going to come up to your elbow and your knee or your feet or your hands and do your side plank here. I'll give you a lot of options. Ooh, are you feeling this one? All right, time for a plank. So you can come up to your elbows. You can lift up here. You can straighten the leg. You can come up high onto both feet. You can also come from your wrist. 30-second plank. Balance. Core strength, stability. All right, lower down. Roll to your other side for your side leg raise. Bottom knee is bent, top leg is straight. We lift and lower. Turn your toes down slightly. And then play with this a little bit. You want to bring your leg forward some. Even a little bit of an angle forward really challenges the muscle differently. Make sure your hips are stacked. You're not rolling backward. If you get really tired, you can bend your knee and do clamshell. Just try to keep moving that muscle. And start to think about how you're going to plan to get into your side plank. All right, come on up. Elbow or hand, knee or feet. Hold 30 seconds. So after this 30 seconds, you're going to either roll to your belly or to your hands and knees for alternating leg raises up behind you. All right, so rolling over either to your belly, one leg at a time lifts. You can also do that from your hands and knees. Sometimes it's hard to do from your abdominals. Any speed. The leg lift doesn't have to be high, guys. Just squeeze your glute. A little bit of work for your lower back. If you want more, you can lift your head and shoulders up a little bit as you do this. So you've got more back work. That really makes it intense. Almost there, almost there. Ooh. Just a few more. And rest, recover, push yourself to child's pose. All right, we have about 5 minutes to do some stretches. So I'll turn off our high intensity music. Ooh. And just hold that child's pose for a moment there. Breathe. Wow, what a workout today. So glad you were with me. When we do this together, it makes it so much easier. All right, so staying in this hands and knees position, let's do a thread the needle to stretch our shoulder. So come up to all fours, reach your right arm up, slide it through, and just set your shoulder down to the mat, and let's hold here about 15 seconds. Left arm, reach way up toward the top of your mat to give yourself a lat stretch. And try to slow down the breath. All right, press that left hand back into the mat. Reach up one more time just to finish this side. Set your hand on the mat. Left hand reaches up, stretch, inhale. Thread the needle through, lay that shoulder down, and the left side of your head. Reach your right arm way up and just kind of crawl your fingertips up your mat or carpeting, whatever you have there to stretch and deepen your breathing. Nice. Let's press into that right hand. Inhale, stretch up one more time. And exhale, lower down. So we'll take this right leg and take a big step forward into a kneeling lunge for a hip flexor stretch. So you want to make sure that left knee is way back behind you. Bring your left arm up and do a little side stretch over to the right. So that's really releasing the front of your left hip. A little bit of balance involved here as well. And then lower your left hand down. Bring your hands on either side of your front leg. Shift back and straighten this leg as much as you can comfortably straighten it for a hamstring stretch. Hold it here. Three more slow breaths. Just checking in again on the body, see how you're doing after that workout. And then let's switch legs. This front leg swings around to the back. Left foot takes a big step forward. So make sure that foot's way out so you can drop your hips down and get this lengthening through your right hip flexor. Reach your right arm up and a little baby side stretch over. Our hip flexors are always super tight, just from daily life and the amount of times we're seated through our day. So really good to stretch these out. All right, bring the hands down. Shift your hip back, straighten out your front leg any amount to stretch your hamstring. It's okay if this knee is bent. And you don't have to be folded all the way over the leg. You can be up a little bit more, even use your wall or a chair to support your hands on. A couple more breaths here. And then I want you to decide how you're going to stand up. So for a lot of us, our left leg might be the weaker side, not always, but if you want, you can come to this position, tuck your back toe under, and stand yourself up, or any other way for you to come up off the floor. All right, let's